What if I told you that everything you have ever wanted, the money, the peace, the success, the love, is already yours? Not someday, not after you work harder, not after you suffer more, right now. But here's the twist. Most people will never access it, not because they can't, but because they don't know the one thing that is hiding it from them. Today, we are going to talk about something that goes beyond the law of attraction, beyond positive thinking, beyond every self-help book you've ever read. This is the greatest secret. And by the end of this video, you won't just understand it, you will feel something shift inside you. So don't close this tab, don't put your phone down, because the next 30 minutes could change the entire direction of your life. Let's begin. You know what's interesting about most people who want a better life? They are working incredibly hard. They are consuming content, reading books, going to seminars, watching motivational videos. And yet, nothing changes. The bank account stays the same, the anxiety stays the same, the feeling of being stuck never goes away. Why? Because they are trying to fix the outside without understanding what's happening on the inside. See, there is a root cause behind every struggle you have, behind every failed relationship, every financial problem, every sleepless night, and almost nobody is talking about it. This book does not teach you how to get more things. It goes deeper than that. It asks you a question that nobody else is asking. Who are you beyond your thoughts? This book is for anyone who feels like they've tried everything and nothing has truly worked. It's for the person who's tired, not tired of working hard, but tired of carrying something invisible that they can't even name. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that the secret to a better life is outside of them. Better job, better partner, more money, more followers. But the real secret, it lives within you, and it's been there your whole life. Let me show you what I mean. Here is the first and most foundational idea in this entire book. You are not your mind. Now, I know that sounds simple, maybe even a little weird, but stay with me, because this idea, when it truly lands inside you, is life-changing. Think about this. You have thousands of thoughts every single day. You think about your bills, you think about what someone said to you last week, you think about all the things that could go wrong, you think about what people think of you. And here's the problem. Most of us believe that we are those thoughts. We think, that's just how I am. I'm a worrier. I'm not confident. I'm not lucky. But here's the truth that most people never discover. Thoughts are something you have. They are not something you are. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're sitting in a movie theater watching a horror film. The monster appears on the screen. Your heart races, your palms sweat. You might even grab the person next to you. But you know deep inside that you are not on the screen. You are the one watching the screen. Your mind is the movie. Your thoughts, your fears, your worries, they are just images playing on the screen. But you, the real you, are the ones sitting in the theater watching it all happen. Here's where most people go wrong. They walk into the screen. They become so identified with their thoughts that they forget they are the watcher. And then every anxious thought feels like reality. Every negative story their mind tells becomes their truth. The common mistake? People try to fight their thoughts. They try to replace bad thoughts with good ones. And yes, that helps a little. But the real freedom comes when you realize you don't have to fight at all. You just have to step back and watch. This is called awareness, and it is the beginning of everything. Practical action step. For the next 24 hours, try this one thing. Every time a negative or anxious thought appears, don't fight it. Don't push it away. Just notice it. Say to yourself silently, there's a thought. Not I am worried, but there is a thought of worry. Just that small shift from identification to observation is the beginning of your freedom. We're just getting started. What comes next is the concept that nobody talks about, and it's the reason why most people feel empty even when they have everything they wanted. Don't go anywhere. So we've established that you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness behind your thoughts. Now, here's the second big idea, And this one directly connects to money, career, relationships, and everything you want in life. Awareness is not something you have to achieve. It's what you already are. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a man, let's call him Arjun. Arjun works 12 hours a day. He is disciplined, motivated, focused. He has goals, vision boards, morning routines. He meditates for 10 minutes every morning because every productivity guru told him to. But Arjun is exhausted, and despite everything, he still feels like something is missing, like there is a hole inside him that no achievement can fill. What is that hole? Here's what the book teaches us. That hole is not caused by a lack of things. That hole is caused by a disconnection from your own awareness, your own true self. Most people are trying to use willpower and discipline to build a better life. And willpower is useful, but willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired. Awareness, on the other hand, never gets tired. Think about it. You've been aware your entire life, haven't you? You were aware as a 5-year-old. You're aware right now. Awareness never sleeps. It never burns out. It is always there. When you connect to this awareness, this deeper part of you that is calm, vast, and unshakable, you stop reacting to life and you start responding to it. And here's how this connects to money and career. Most financial decisions are made from a place of fear or greed, both of which are emotions, both of which live in the mind. When you operate from a place of pure awareness, clear, calm, grounded, your decisions become smarter, more intuitive, more aligned. You stop chasing. You start attracting. You stop forcing. You start flowing. The biggest mistake people make here, they think becoming more aware means becoming passive or lazy. If I just sit and observe, nothing will get done. That is completely wrong. Awareness doesn't make you inactive. It makes you effective, because now you're acting from clarity instead of chaos. Think about the last big decision you made that went wrong. Was it made in a moment of panic, pressure, fear of missing out, or from a place of calm clarity? The quality of your decisions determines the quality of your life, and the quality of your decisions depends on the quality of your inner state. Awareness is the ultimate upgrade. The psychological insight that literally separates winners from average people, and it has nothing to do with IQ, talent, or hard work.
Let's talk about feelings. Most people have a complicated relationship with their emotions. They either suppress them, push them down, pretend they're not there, or they get completely consumed by them, going from one emotional storm to the next. But there is a third option, and this third option is what separates people who thrive from people who merely survive. Here is the psychological insight. Negative feelings are not your enemy. They are your compass. Every feeling, whether it's anxiety, anger, sadness, jealousy, is carrying a message. It's pointing to something inside you that needs attention, not suppression, not drama, just attention. Think of your emotions like a smoke alarm. When the alarm goes off, you don't smash the alarm and go back to sleep, right? You get up, you find the fire, you deal with it. But here's what most people do with uncomfortable feelings. They smash the alarm. They distract themselves with Netflix, food, scrolling, alcohol, nonstop busyness, anything to not feel what they're feeling. And then they wonder why the same problems keep coming back. Different circumstances, same feelings, same patterns, same results. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Whatever you resist, persists. The feelings you've been running from, they don't disappear. They grow underground. They start controlling your decisions without you even realizing it. Your fear of failure keeps you from starting. Your fear of rejection keeps you from loving. Your anger at your past keeps you from building your future. Winners, truly successful people, are not people who have no negative emotions. They are people who have learned to allow their emotions without being ruled by them. They feel the fear, they feel the discomfort, they feel the doubt. And then they let it pass, like a cloud moving through the sky. The sky doesn't become the cloud. The sky just allows the cloud to pass through. You are the sky. Your emotions are the clouds. This idea, when you truly live it, is genuinely liberating because you stop spending enormous amounts of energy fighting yourself, and you start moving forward with that energy instead. Next time you feel a strong negative emotion, don't push it away and don't drown in it. Just sit with it for 2 minutes. Breathe. Ask yourself, where do I feel this in my body? Your chest? Your stomach? Your throat? Just notice it. Feel it fully.
and watch what happens. Most emotions, when you stop fighting them, dissolve on their own within minutes. The pain that you thought would destroy you, it passes. It always passes. And on the other side of that feeling, clarity, peace. And often, the next right step becomes obvious. Let go. You've heard this phrase 1,000 times. Let go of the past. Let go of your fears. Let go and let things happen. But here's the thing. Nobody tells you how. And even worse, most people are letting go in completely the wrong way. They think letting go means giving up, accepting defeat, pretending they don't care anymore, becoming emotionally numb. That is not letting go. That is suppression with a spiritual label. Here is what letting go actually means. Letting go is the act of releasing your resistance to what is without losing your desire for what could be. Let me say that again, because it's important. Letting go doesn't mean you stop wanting better. It means you stop suffering over where you are right now. Here's an analogy. Imagine you're holding a rope. On the other end of the rope is everything that's causing you pain. A past failure, a broken relationship, a financial crisis, a rejection. You're in a tug of war. The rope is cutting into your hands. It's painful. It's exhausting. But you keep pulling because you think if you pull hard enough, you'll win. Letting go means dropping the rope. Not because you're giving up, but because the tug of war itself was draining your energy, your creativity, and your ability to see new opportunities. When you drop the rope, your hands are free, and now you can actually build something. How people misuse this concept. Here's the most common mistake. Someone learns about letting go, and they try to force it. They think, I will let go of this. I must stop caring about this. And they push the feelings down even harder than before, just with a new name for it. That's not letting go. That's suppression. Real letting go is gentle. It happens when you fully acknowledge what you're feeling, without judging yourself for feeling it, and then consciously choose to stop feeding energy to the story around it. You stop replaying the scene in your mind. You stop building the case against the person who hurt you. You stop rehearsing how unfair everything is. Not because those things aren't true. Maybe they are true, but because rehearsing them is stealing your present moment, and your present moment is the only place where real change can happen. The correct way to apply it. Step 1, acknowledge. Say to yourself, yes, this happened. Yes, I feel this, and it's okay that I feel this. Step 2, observe. Don't be the thought, watch the thought. Step 3, release. Not by force, but by gently shifting your attention away from the story and toward the present moment. What's around you right now? What can you hear? What can you feel? That return to the present moment, that is letting go, and it can happen 1,000 times a day if needed. Each time you return, you get stronger. This is not passive. This is one of the most powerful, active things a human being can do. Okay, let's make this real. Let's take everything we've covered today and turn it into a 7-day practical plan. Not theory, not inspiration, execution. Day 1, the observer practice. Today, every time you catch yourself being pulled into a negative thought, simply say, internally, I notice this thought. That's it. You're training your brain to be the watcher, not the actor. Day 2, the body scan. Set a timer for 5 minutes in the morning. Sit quietly. Close your eyes. Slowly scan from the top of your head to your toes. Notice any tension, tightness, or discomfort. Don't fix it, just notice it. This builds the muscle of awareness. Day 3, feelings journal. Write down 3 emotions you felt today. For each one, write, what was the trigger? Where did I feel it in my body? Did I react or respond? This exercise builds emotional intelligence, and emotional intelligence is directly linked to financial intelligence, relationship success, and leadership. Day 4, the pause. Today, before every significant decision or reaction, take a 10-second pause. Breathe. Ask yourself, am I acting from fear or from clarity? That pause could save you from a decision you'd regret for years. Day 5, release one thing. Identify one situation, person, or memory that you've been carrying like a heavy backpack. Today, write it down. Acknowledge how it made you feel, and then consciously say, out loud if possible, I choose to release this. It no longer serves me. You might not feel instant relief. That's okay. The intention matters, and it gets easier with practice. Day 6, gratitude for now. Find 5 things in your current life, not your future, not your goals, but right now that you are genuinely grateful for. Your health, your phone, a friend, the fact that you're learning and growing. Gratitude anchors you to the present, and the present is where the power is. Day 7, the silence practice. Spend 10 minutes in complete silence. No phone, no music, no podcast. Just sit. When thoughts come, and they will, simply watch them. Don't judge the thoughts, don't follow the thoughts, just observe. This is where the deepest awareness lives, in the silence. Do this for 1 week consistently, and I promise you, you will notice a shift. Not because the world has changed, but because you have changed. I want to leave you with one final thought. We live in a world that constantly tells us we are not enough, not successful enough, not rich enough, not beautiful enough, not productive enough. And so we spend our entire lives running, chasing, grinding, hustling, always trying to fill a cup that we believe is empty. But what if the cup was never empty? What if the peace, the love, the joy, the success that you've been searching for outside yourself was already inside you, waiting quietly beneath all the noise. That is what this book is ultimately pointing to. Not a technique, not a formula, not a 5-step process. It's pointing to you, to your awareness, to the part of you that has been here your whole life, watching everything, completely untouched by the chaos, completely whole. The greatest secret is not something you need to find. It's something you need to remember. You are not broken. You do not need to be fixed. You are awareness itself, vast, peaceful, and whole. And when you truly live from that place, even for a few moments a day, something remarkable happens. The things you are desperately chasing start coming to you. The decisions you struggled with become clear. The relationships that felt so complicated start to heal. Not because you forced it, but because you became still enough to allow it. So here is your real homework. Not a task, but a question. What would your life look like if you stopped trying to escape yourself and started trusting yourself instead? Sit with that question. Let it find its own answer inside you, because the answer is already there. All right, my friend, that is it for today. If this video gave you even one idea that hit different, one thought that made you pause and look inward, then we did exactly what we came here to do. Now, I have a small request for you. Hit the like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it tells YouTube that this content deserves to reach more people who need it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it right now, because every week we break down books like this one, deep, powerful, life-changing ideas that most people never get access to. Drop a comment below. What was your biggest takeaway from today? Was it the idea that you weigh that you had thoughts? The power of awareness? The real meaning of letting go? Tell me, because I read every single comment. And if you know someone who's going through a tough time right now, someone who feels stuck, lost, or just exhausted, share this video with them. It might be exactly what they need. Until next time, stay aware, stay grounded, and remember, the greatest secret has always been inside you. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.